We are on Love, Life, and Relationships tonight, and we are talking about messy breakups. We have a couple people that are coming on tonight. I just was posting all the information. And first things first, like, what would y'all consider a messy breakup? Is that when, it goes a little further left than you would have wanted to go, meaning somebody may want to break up, somebody might not want to break up, or it's arguments. What would you guys consider a messy breakup? So let's see. We got a couple little things to go over. What would a messy breakup entail? You guys let me know. Let me know what you guys think. Oh shoot. Didn't mean to do that. So it says a messy breakup often involves intense emotions, miscommunication, and unresolved issues. It can be characterized by the following elements. 1, heightened emotional responses. Anger, resentment. Have you had any of that? Have you been there? Are you still there? Sadness and grief. Jealousy. Poor communication definitely is a thing, because when the communication is over, it seems like everything else just falls apart as well, because how do you have a relationship when you can't communicate? I don't know. Let me see this thing off real quick, y'all, because it was looking a little ashy. Okay, so it looks a little clearer now. Blaming and criticism, like, this is a lot. Have you been through a messy breakup? I have. And we'll talk about it as we go on. Hey, Dream Sequoia. Why you not on this side? Why you over there? We have sadness and grief. Because I'm sure you've been sad. Hey, beautiful Aaron, love you. I'm sure you've been sad when you lost your favorite bitch or your favorite nigga. Because it's sad, okay? Like, who wants to go through a breakup, especially when you be loving on people? Like, come on. We have jealousy. Like, have you ever felt jealous in a relationship? Or has a person ever made you feel jealous in a relationship? Hey, RR. Like, these are the questions. This is what's on the table. So as far as poor communication, blaming and criticism, somebody might focus on what they want. Somebody might focus on what they want. The other person focusing on what they want. It's like the blame game. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Estoy bien, gracias. Period. How was that? Did I do it right? Yes, I did. Thank you. Mixed signals. Man, y'all, it's 222. So mixed signals. Like, despite saying that, oh, I want it this way, or I like something this way, or I like something, like, why don't we just tell the truth here? We have ghosting and stonewalling. Have you ever been ghosted before? Ghosted is like when somebody just stops talking to you. Cold communication. That's gotta be tough. Okay? And I found out that was like a form of mental abuse. Has anybody ever ghosted you? Have you ever ghosted someone? Like, give me the stories. Let me know. I'm going to give y'all a couple of stories tonight. So we're going to have some fun. Happy Friday. It's Friday the 13th. This would be considered an unlucky day to most, but that's a very lucky day to me, because Friday, well, not Friday the 13th. The 13th was the day that my oldest son was born, my first child. So I love the 13th. But some people would consider this to be an unlucky day. Has anybody got broke up with today? Let me know. All right, so we got complicated logistics. So listen, if you want to be a part of the conversation, you can go into the chat, and matter of fact, I'll put the link in there, and that way y'all can come right over here and talk to me. They can't see you, but you can come over here and talk to me. And we'll continue on with the conversation as it is, because, why not? Come tell us some of your stories. If you got a story that you wish to tell and you don't want nobody to know that, see your face or anything else, come over here and tell the story. Oh, it won't let you in. Hold on, let me see. Let me see, Dina. Admit, you there? Okay, so you might have to be responsible for allowing everybody in.
Okay.
All right, so is it going? Is it if somebody else comes in, then it may ask you to let them in. Hopefully, it don't ask me because if it does, then I might not see it. Um, But if y'all wish to come over and have a conversation, Dream Sequoia's over here. I'm over here. Y'all can be over here. We can talk about it. Would you like to narrate what's on the screen? Because I don't have my YouTube up, Dina, so you can tell us what the people are saying also, so we can communicate with them. You got that?
Okay. Yep, I got that.
Okay. So whoever starts talking, then let them know. But I'm gonna put in the chat so that way, if anybody else wants to come over and talk to us and join the conversation, they can. You're absolutely welcome. And nobody will see y'all here because you'll just see me, but you will see everybody that's on the other screen. Okay. So feel free to come in and join us and talk to us. Dina.
Yes.
So have you ever been ghosted?
Yeah. I
So have I. Have you ever
have.
ghosted somebody?
um, I haven't ghosted anybody per se. I guess. I don't know. I haven't really ghosted anybody, but it was more like it was only one time this person ghosted me, and they went out of their way to talk to me and everything. It was weird, weirdo. So it was like, why did you even do all that just to ghost me? But I didn't have no business dealing with them anyway.
So how did you feel when you got ghosted? Like, did that make you feel like?
Well, because of how everything had went down, I
Okay,
had
it's
to.
Keita saying it's not
I
letting her in. Do you see her? I'm sorry. Can you see Keita trying to get in?
uh-huh.
All right, hold on. I'll let her. Let me see. Okay, you tell the story. I'll let her in.
Okay. I didn't even see the notification, but yeah. I mean, because how it went down, this person was doing so much, the love bombing and just I don't know, just doing too much for me. Then it got a lot. It got even a lot on their part, not mine. But it because I'm not that kind of person to be going far like that anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden, everything just stopped,
What you
and it
mean?
was
What, like
like,
they was trying to be the casting over to you?
yeah, they was trying to be casting on. I was like, it was weird because the kind of person that they were, it didn't seem like, um, I don't know, it was just weird because they didn't seem like somebody that they would really be attracted to me. So it was just like, were you really liking me, or was that just some kind of game?
So they was trying.
So
So they was trying to play with you from the beginning.
yeah, yeah, they was just trying to play with me from the beginning.
Hey,
And then when
Keita.
they did ghost me, I was like, okay, I had to question my whole like, did they think I was different or something? Was because because
Hey, Keita.
it was because I ended up meeting them, and they was like, touching me and stuff, and I was like, no. And I had on my workout clothes too, with my Spanx and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't know if they thought like maybe I was trans or something like that.
Trans.
So I was like, oh, well, what is going on? Because I've never been ghosted like that, especially to be coming on strong like that to somebody. And I'm like, you done tried it. Like, get out of here. Especially because I didn't even bother this person. I was literally minding my own business. And they went out of their way and everything. So it was just a weirdo. Lesson learned.
I think my ghosting came from because I be talking too much. So I probably said something wrong, you know what I mean? And then the person was like, I ain't gonna deal with this shit. And you know, that was it. Keita, have you ever been ghosted before, or have you ever ghosted anyone?
Hey, Keita.
We can't hear you, Keita.
Oh, I'm sorry. I had to step out the club.
Keita over there partying. Don't she look cute?
You look cute today.
Honey, she over there partying too, getting it in.
You like you lost weight too.
No, it's the outfit, but thank you.
No.
Or not, I'm coming to see my baby.
Period.
So what's the topic?
Have you ever been ghosted? We talk about messy breakups, like things that happen during breakups.
Okay.
Thank you.
You said, have I ever been?
Have you ever been ghosted, and have you ever ghosted anybody?
Have I ever been ghosted?
Like somebody just, not talking, just period. Like first it was fine, then it wasn't.
I'm gonna be honest. I haven't really been in a lot of relationships, but ain't nobody ever ghost me.
I don't think you get in a relationship with that one, Keisha. They just be like, hey and bye.
I'm gonna be honest and transparent with this shit. Let me think. No, because I'm usually the one. I have ghosted people.
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't intentional. I wouldn't consider me ghosting someone, but they've considered me to be a ghost.
Sometimes it be that way. Sometimes it just goes down like that. Hey, Papa Daddy. Hey, Abigail. Abigail said, good evening, everyone. Kay Fletch, thank you. Hi, welcome. Thank you for being here. We got a couple people here. Olivia, hi, welcome. Hugh, hi, welcome. He said it ain't a party like a Diddy party. Period.
Oh my God.
We gonna ghost that party, okay? We're not gonna do that one. All right, let's see. Let's see. All right, so this is all the things that I had on the table. So it says height, like a messy breakup. What is a messy breakup? So have y'all ever been in a messy breakup?
Yes.
Yes.
Me too. And then it talks about a messy breakup often involves intense emotions, miscommunication, and unresolved issues. It can be characterized by the following elements. And then it talks about heightened emotional responses. So miscommunication. Do y'all think miscommunication is one of the reasons why breakups end up being messy?
I don't know. I think it's more of people just be messy.
I think, in my opinion, that people's point that they're trying to make, they don't know how to get it across appropriately. So they use subliminal messages. So when you take what they're giving you for value, then they can't respect the fact that you considered what they said. So now they want to renege and say, well, that ain't what I meant, but that's what you said. So I take words for value. Like if you tell me something, you don't have to tell me twice. I caught you the first time you said it.
Right.
So now I'm going to hold you to what you said, hurting or not. And I might be it might be eating me up inside, but I'm going to take what you said with a grain of salt. So now let's do something about it. Because if I'm a bother to you, I'm going to disappear myself. I'm going to go. But now you telling me that ain't what I meant, but that's what you said.
Yes.
So it becomes messy when their emotions are now involved, but I've already disconnected and disassociated with it.
And period. Have you ever felt like you was the messy one in a relationship?
No, I don't.
I feel like I have been once or twice. I'm gonna tell y'all why, and then y'all can tell me if y'all agree. Because sometimes and like exactly what you said, but when I don't like a person, I have disconnected, then I start doing shit that basically make you want to just break up with me. So instead of me just saying, hey, we should be broken up because maybe I have already said it once or twice, and now we just still, because you know how some relationships just linger on. Like we should have already been broke up, but why we not? And then it's like, okay, so still since we in it, then I just start doing shit and knowing I'm wrong.
I can say I've been dishonest in a relationship when it comes to my feelings because I want to figure out exactly what I'm feeling before I express it to someone. So when it comes to that, I might be actually not feeling you, but I'm not going to show you what I'm feeling. I camouflage it. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of start disconnecting mentally, but physically or fairness. Like, I'm showing you what I know, what I normally would do,
Mm-hmm.
but mentally I'm protecting myself. So that's just honesty, because I really don't want to portray. I don't want to expose that part, because once you lay it out, I'm really, and it's sad, but I'm calculating with, before I say something, I'm gonna make sure it's what I'm really feeling.
Right.
So I might already be disconnecting, and I'm not sharing that part with you. And sometimes I might tell you, but if you don't believe me, because I'll be honest with you sometimes, depending on the person or the situation, and I might share that with you. And if you be like, "Oh, you alright," or you don't really mean that, then I'm like, okay, so then I'm gonna just sit back and watch, and I'm gonna wait, and I'm gonna just sit back in the cut and see how this play out. So then I've already said something to you, but now I'm in the back. My mind is like, so when it's time to leave and move on, I've already told you. Or if I haven't, I've already emotionally disconnected. And I don't want to disconnect you, but I don't want to say something until I know it for fact.
Right.
Because I don't like to rebuttal. I don't like to have a lot of rebuttals. I don't like to have a lot of going back and forth either. Like, if I'm done, I'm done.
Yeah.
Right.
And I've had that, and it was like, okay, so then the person, they don't want to accept that, and so now I just do whatever I want. And probably I'm wrong for that, or I have been wrong for that, because I ain't been in nobody's relationship, and so that's why I had to take time to gather myself, so that way I don't do that ever again. But sometimes relationships run their courses, and we still stay in them.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true.
So I'm totally guilty of that.
You got kids too, and you're trying to navigate your way out of it too.
And that's a whole different situation when it becomes a marriage and children are involved. That's a whole different situation. You can't just work off of what you feel at that point.
Right.
You really have to know for fact that this is what it's going to be. And it's not going to be the back and forth, because you can't play with children like that. You can't have them, finally accepting the fact that it's not going to be, then you're back, and then you're not, and then you are. Because you mess with their psychological, they can't grasp that. You know what I mean? They know it's either going to be or it's not going to be. So when you make a call like that and you have especially small, well, any children, if you have children involved and you're married, you need to be for damn sure before you have that conversation or before you make that call, because that back and forth stuff is not helpful.
Yeah, and
definitely.
Then on top of that, you should take steps like go to counseling, try to talk it out some other way, make tools for each other. Try to use every alternative instead of just being like, oh, I'm just done over emotions. You got to really be logical, because this is the rest of your life that you're playing with.
Right, absolutely. But counseling needs to be something that you trust. It can't just be someone who's a counselor because they have a title or because they have a degree. Doesn't make them a great counselor.
Right.
You have someone who can connect to you emotionally and be spiritually connected to you, where they can actually help you and be an encouragement. You need to make sure even they don't have autism.
Right. That's why you got to do an interview process in itself, just so that you both of the people can get comfortable, because you might be comfortable but the other person might not be, or vice versa. Right. So it's important to have open communication, actually shop around, and not just be so quick about it, and really be open to coming to an understanding. And that's just with the counselor, because the real work is going to be once they get in there and trying to put tools into place to change behaviors. Right. If it's even possible.
Mm-hmm. I agree 100%.
So, like the anger issues, have you ever been in a relationship where it kind of just went all the way like left, all the way to the wrong, like way too far?
You mean with the guys or the other person?
With the other person.
Or what?
Because it's almost like, Keith, I know you'll definitely be honest in a relationship. Okay, I don't want to be here, because you be saying, I don't even want to hang out with you. I don't want to hang out with you. I just want to see you here, there. So have you ever told somebody that and they taking it wrong?
Yes. But the sad part is, and I am honest to a point where I try to be, but if I know the person who's receiving it don't receive it well, then I may not be so honest. I'm just being, like I'm trying to be transparent. I will be. It depends on the audience. If I'm being completely honest about my situation and how I feel, because some people receive information better than others.
Mm-hmm.
How do they download it?
Yeah, cause I done moved out on a nigga while they was at work.
Yeah, because I'm gonna be honest.
For real.
Yeah, girl, I'm telling you, Ty, I'm telling you, I was literally sitting here like I'm about to leave my house that I built. Not working for the person. I'm sitting searching for apartments and another job in another state because I'm like I'm ready to be going, but because I didn't want to have that confrontation, I wanted to be going. Him come home and destroy the house. I can get that shit repaired. I'm out. But it came to a point where it wasn't meant for me to go. So now he's going. But I was willing to make that move. I was making plans to equip myself to get out of there secretly. Wow. Because I knew my audience.
Yeah, and people don't realize like sometimes we be fighting for our lives and we be saying it to people, they be thinking we joking.
Uh-huh.
So
yeah, I'm honest with people if I know the receiver can receive it well, but I'm also watching how people are. Like I'm a people watcher. I see how people move, I see how they operate. Um so if I don't think that you're a good receiver of information, I ain't downloading shit to you. I'm sneaking around
period.
the background to make moves to make myself safe.
Exactly, because sometimes safety is key before all things else. Have you ever
Yeah.
been in that, Dina, at all? Period.
Um, no, not really.
Okay.
I haven't been into a lot of relationships, honestly. This
So,
relationship that I'm in was my main,
has anybody ever made y'all feel jealous in a relationship, or have you ever felt jealous in a relationship?
Yeah,
Me
I have.
too.
yes, I have. I have.
So, what was that like?
It was just me and my insecurities at the time, or me just trying to just be all up on the person. Um, but I had to realize too that it wasn't even that serious. It was no need to be insecure about anything
Papa Daddy
because
said a little jealous is healthy.
I'll say when I had my situation, I was very young. I in this, I haven't really been jealous in a relationship since I was in my 20s.
that's another thing. I was young too, so
Yeah, but come 30, I already got over that. Like to me, I might feel a certain way, but I'm a person I don't want to know if we have a breakup or if I'm in a relationship with you. If I feel a certain way, I'm going to address it. If I see you doing something, and if I peep you doing something, I'm addressing it. And if you don't give me the right answers appropriately, then we got a problem. I'm gonna handle it.
and see
And
that's my problem. I have my mouth could be sharp at times, and it's like if I don't address it, then it's gonna bother me. So I have to address it, and after sometimes those words, even though I might not curse or anything, they be sharp. Just to let you know, don't play with me like that.
but those ones who I've had to address with that situation never made it to the point where now you meeting my parents or you meeting my family because I'm not going to call you mine until I'm already to a situation where we've already passed that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And if you making me feel the people that I've been with, I haven't been in a lie. You know what I mean? So I had a long stretch where I wasn't in a relationship, and when my kids were grown, I had my husband. Now, as far as jealous of another woman, never. He was probably, as far as I know, the most loyal person I've ever been with, and I didn't even meet him until I was 40. So you know what I mean? So dealing with him or 39 or something like that. I don't even remember. 38, 39. I met him when I was young. Well, I mean, but older, the older end. So at that point, and then we was together for a while, and then we got married, and then whatever. And now here we are divorced. So I really haven't had to deal with that. And before him, it had probably been. years, like 15 years before I was in a relationship. So I
Well,
really haven't had to deal with the jealousy aspect of it. But when I have been in the past, if I feel like there's a situation where I don't trust you, then it's over. It's a wrap. Because I can't be with somebody I can't trust.
I totally agree. And I had the same thing, but I probably had like one that was like really crazy, and to the extent of it kind of made me insecure. And I've never been insecure in anything. And then dealing with my kid's dad, mind you. Cuz he was a stone cold cheater. And so and mind you, he said that he had cheated. Well, we ended up talking about it later on in life, and he ended up telling me, "Oh, I cheated many more times than you even knew." But to me, for some reason, it wasn't over a person. It was over just maybe the feeling or something that it even could have. But it made me think that it was me. Like, what did I do that, or what wasn't I doing that made a person do that? So when you don't know, you know what I'm saying, and you young in relationships and stuff like that, I instantly thought it was my fault. Like, what did I do that made this person, or what am I not doing? So it turned into a snowball effect. So I ain't gonna lie, mine was probably way extreme and probably, overboard, and I be cussing. And mind you, back then I lay hands, and that's not
Right.
right. But I did, and
Drop that. Because that's me. That's why I stay away from situations like that.
damn right.
When I found out the guy that I was dating back in the day, I found out, I felt like he was cheating. He didn't really explain himself, so I removed myself.
Mm-hmm.
And when I removed myself, now you want to start explaining stuff. So now I don't trust you. So it's a wrap. Now it's like a situation where you're trying to put the blame on me. I'm not going to go back and forth and like that. It's over. You can explain to whoever. I'm done. I've emotionally disconnected myself at that point.
Papa Daddy said, if the trust is gone, that ain't jealousy. It's time to keep it moving. Well, you got to be mindful that at that time I was young, and I didn't know how to handle it because, mind you, I was, real full of myself. So, and for somebody to cheat on me, like, I did not handle that well, because why would you cheat on me? Like, I ain't gonna lie, I took it all the way wrong, like horribly wrong. To the tune of, I ain't gonna lie, even as it kind of festered in me a little bit, it made me want to show the person, like, oh, you did that, and maybe I did a couple of things I might not be proud of, you know what I'm saying? Cause bitch, if you can do it, I can do it too. So
Take it back a cheater too, though. Now I'm not gonna say I'm above that. I'm not. I mean, I want to be honest about that shit too, because my kids, like their dad, my kid's dad, he cheated on me. I know he cheated on me. He admitted that he cheated on me. We broke up. We got back together. So I accepted him as a cheater. It's not the cheating that I had the problem with, and I know that sounds crazy as a woman.
no, it doesn't. That's not. I'm with you. That don't sound crazy. I get it.
It's not the cheating. It's the disrespect
And the line.
that you may possibly have with somebody else that I felt like should be a place for me.
Period.
So that you may have with somebody else messed me up right here. So when I realized there was really no connection there, it was a hit or a miss, and then I'm like, okay. So now I'm back. I mean, I got back in that. I gotta get back here. They looking for me. They texting me. I gotta go. I love y'all.
They said you at the party with the party. I love you too.
All right. I'll call you when I get out of here, Ty.
All right. Well, we're not gonna be here long anyway. I love you. So we can get off anyway shortly. But I wanted to make sure we had the ladies' night in the conversation. Okay. So mixed signals. Have you ever given somebody mixed signals?
Yes.
I have too. I'm a flirt.
It's only because I'm not trying to, but I guess apparently I come off like I'm giving people mixed signals and stuff, even though I'm just trying to be friendly. That's it.
Is flirting wrong though? Like, even if you know you're not really going, give nobody no rhythm, is that wrong?
It depends on if you're I don't know, because it's like some people just naturally flirt, and it's not even like they're trying to flirt, but they're in a relationship. You know?
Okay, well, you damn sure shouldn't be flirting while you're in a relationship at all, period. You shouldn't be entertaining if you're in a relationship.
Well, I'm just saying, like, they just naturally come off like really nice and stuff like that, but some people might mistake that as flirty and stuff.
Yeah, that's
So
true. But I got told a couple times it's just my demeanor. So if I smile, like, don't even show no teeth. Is it wrong to smile? Because I done been told don't even smile in another person's direction if you're in a relationship. So you laughing? I'm for real. Keep all 32 of your teeth. That nobody deserves your smile. Zip it. I mean, Aaron, is that or not? Is it or is it not? Like, is that not the case? Because a man may take that wrong. Because if you smiling and shit, I done had somebody tell me that. Like, literally, mind your business. Walk that way. Keep your head down. Don't even look.
you could do, but that's just being nice and cordial. That's just manners.
No, it's being flirty. They'll be outside. I mean, the men can tell us because I done had a man tell me that. So, but everybody don't deserve your time and attention either. So if you smile, that's also giving time and attention. Everybody don't deserve your smile.
That's true.
So some men might not like that.
I sure don't be looking at everybody. Sometimes I just be like, I'm just trying to go to my destination, and that's it.
And I believe, like, when I'm with somebody and I'm just focused on them, I'm literally just focused on them. So,
Right.
I'm not really trying to be in nobody's face or none of the above. So,
Especially if I'm going out on a date, like with my soon-to-be ex and everything. We'll be out on a date. Only thing I'll be thinking about or we'll be doing is just thinking about each other. Even when it's just out and about, we'll be holding hands or just talking. I wouldn't be thinking about anybody else like that.
So you like PDA?
Huh?
So you like PDA?
Yeah, I like that. I like PDA.
Y'all like PDA? Oh, I love that. Like, you can hug on me, kiss on me. Y'all, let me tell y'all something. I must still got it because I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I had a 20-something pull her man close. And I'm looking at them like, I ain't, like, bitch, going to get you and him. Like, so I didn't realize that even, like, if she knew how old I was, I wonder if she would feel stupid.
A lot.
But then again, might not, because, bitch, I can still take your man.
But that's I guess that's her insecurities too that she need to check.
Yeah, because meanwhile I wasn't even looking. She started kissing all over the nigga and everything, like, you know what I mean? But and why do women do that? That's another thing, because it don't even matter. Because the same way you kissing them, I still could have took him and kissed him too.
That.
So I don't even understand why people even do that, because she said, I don't like forced PDA. It's awkward. And it was awkward. It was weird.
That sounds like it was awkward.
It was very weird. Like, she was literally sitting in this nigga face like this. And I just wanted them to get out.
And he probably was like over it too.
Yeah, because it was weird. Like, she was literally in this nigga face. Like, it was strange. Mind you, I wasn't even looking at him.
It lowers her value anyway when women do that. Because it doesn't make her look like she's strong in her own power.
She was mad because she had a bonnet on. That's what happens when you come outside with bonnets on your fucking head. And then they see other bitches and then you got to pull them close. Papa Daddy said, I'm sure he felt good though. I don't know why, because I didn't want him, so I don't know what that was about. And like I said, they was young. So why you, like, I'm sure if she had known how old I was, she might would have felt stupid. Like, bitch, you literally feeling like that and she 48, get ready to be 49?
Kate Fletch said,
I mean, it don't matter because, again, bitch, I still take your man or your woman. I could have got her. Fuck it. Either way, the point of it is I wasn't looking at neither one of them because both of them was dirty. So there's that. Because they just smelled like, I don't know. I told you the smells is getting on my nerves. So have you ever been sad over a relationship that went bad and you was just wondering why, like why, God, why you take my favorite one?
My very first one, I was 19. I was sad. It was my first love.
Oh.
So yeah, but it was something that had to be done anyway. It was an experience. Let's put it like that.
Let me think. I might have been sad over a few, y'all. I'd be sad over love, like, You know, I be sad over niggas that I ain't fucked that I might have just wanted to be with. Like, period. Like, I wonder what it could have been. I ain't gonna
Sometimes
lie.
I've probably been like that, but you know, my first love, I actually was like that. It took me a long time to get over him too.
Do you have one that you wish you had to talk to, that you wish you had to, like, took something a little further with, or, you know?
Honestly, no, because at the time I was like, yeah, I did like them. It was cute, sexy, or whatever. But you know, looking back, I think everything happens for a reason. They no.
I have one, right? And it's only because I never got a chance to, and mind you, this person, his name is Donald. I don't know what his last name is. And mind you, I happened to just run across him. He had a fucking, I think it was a Toyota Supra back then. And my baby daddy swore up and down I had sex with this dude. Mind you, I never even had sex with this dude. But in my mind, I feel like I should have. I really should have.
Since you saying it, why not at this point?
I mean, you know, but the thing was, he was so handsome. He treated me so nice. And I was only really just hanging out with the dude, but I never had sex with him. Like, I be getting blamed for dudes that I never had sex with, and then people be blaming me, like, you know what I'm saying? Aaron said in the super period. Yeah, I be getting blamed for having sex with niggas I ain't never even had sex with. Like, and people be weird. Like, so I don't know. But either way, the only one that I even thought of, that I have thought of over the years, but I don't know where this dude at. He used to live in Upper Marlboro, Maryland. I probably wouldn't know what he looked like even if I ran into him today. But he probably the only one that I ever even thought about later on in life. Like, damn, I should have, you know, I should have just let him have it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was there. I could have, but, you know. Other than that, it's a couple I wish I could take it back from. I can tell you that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Why'd I sleep with him? Like, ew.
My very first one, I felt like I felt like that. I still feel like that too.
Mine too. I wish I could take my first one back
I
too.
could have kept that. It one is not worth it.
Mine either. Why does it make? Why do they say that? Like, though, I feel the same way. I could have kept my first too.
For real, I was like, and then at the time I was like,
Yeah.
well, maybe it'd be nice and romantic. It was not.
Girl, mine was not either.
And it was just a mess. And then on top of that, it hurt it too. And I'm like, child.
Same. Mind you, the first time I had sex, I got pregnant. Ain't that some shit?
Oh, you did?
The very first time.
You actually had a orgasm?
I had a nothing. I had a pregnancy. That's it. Like, literally got pregnant and had to miscarry. I miscarried because I was still jumping double dutch and shit. Like, that nigga was way older than me. He should have went to jail. For real. That's one of them times the nigga should have went to jail.
I'm sorry to hear about that.
So yeah, I miscarried and everything. I was still outside playing jacks and double dutch and doing little kid stuff. Like, I was literally 13 years old, and he was 18 or 19. So he should have went to jail. No, I ain't laughing. I mean, it is what it is now. I mean, you know, can't take it back, but at that point, it still sucks. Like she said, so I wish I could have took it back. It wasn't like he forced me or anything, but it wasn't like he should have been doing it either. You know what I'm saying?
But still, that was a manipulation on his part.
It was definitely a manipulation. Either way,
see, people feel like, well, that person didn't do bad. They didn't force me, but still, don't feel like you're not a victim, because that was still, he's old enough to know more than you and should have known better. That was a whole manipulation that he shouldn't have did at all.
I mean, that's all facts. But as you know, this all happens, you know, in the world, and it don't make it right, but it's more common than not. Just so we all know.
I know. We seen the whole P. Diddy and
all those things playing out.
All the change.
So how long have you ever been in a relationship? Well, we already said yes to this, but like where you stick around way, way too long, and it turns out extremely bad?
Um, I guess I could say this one right now, man. It was that's too long, but at the same time, I can't really say that too because everything was a lesson that I needed to learn. You know, sometimes you have rose-colored glasses on, and you just disillusioned about what the reality of your relationship is because you're
Mm-hmm.
trying to navigate a certain way when you need to just accept it for what it is and know that there's nothing else you can do. You got to let that person be who they are, and either you're going to accept it and stay with that and continue with your health being diminished in the process,
Yes.
or you're gonna cut the cord and own your own power, take responsibility on your part, you know, because at the end of the day, it takes two to also, and especially if you got kids, know that you gotta be strong and just move on. It's not worth it because it's just gonna hinder not only you but also the kids if you got kids too.
That's true. Aaron said things were different back then, but it was absolutely wrong, and it's everywhere. She was talking about the situation that happened before when I said the person was older. But exactly what you're saying, I have absolutely done that more times than not because I have been in some relationships for long periods of time, like way, way, way too long. Three times, and all of them lasted probably over 5 years, and one
Mm.
lasted more than 10. So one lasted more, well, four relationships, more than eight, or eight, absolutely eight. And each one of them, I kind of knew that, like, why are we doing this? But you know
Right.
how sometimes you get comfortable, sometimes you just don't want to, leave a person, or you have stuff with a person, or like maybe even history.
Yeah, it get comfortable. That's what it is. You get
Too
comfortable
comfortable.
and you have a whole routine that you don't wanna mess up, and then you got a whole you even if you have friends together, that's a whole nother thing right
Yup.
there. You gotta understand that not everybody gonna be the friend afterwards,
Yup. Because we can't
or
be friends with the same friends.
right, or you might be divided in friends too. Because or you might not even have none of those friends. End up being with the other person
I'm
after
in
everything is said
Georgia.
and done.
Yeah, that's
So
a fact.
it's just a lot to navigate when you with somebody, especially when you trying to build, when you thinking you finna build with this person. And I don't care where you at, if you're in a marriage or if you're just in a long term relationship, you still in that mind frame like, okay, we trying to do something that's going to get to that point, and all of a sudden something went left, and you find out that this isn't going to be what you think it's going to be. So you got to make those hard decisions, and unfortunately, start breaking down things and being separated.
So I wonder why a lot of people don't leave when it first starts getting messy. Like, because we can all tell when it starts to get messy.
Well, I think for some, I know for me, it's like maybe we could work it out. Because even with, I mean, not saying that my soon to be ex did, because he's not a cheater and I'm not. But even if that was to happen, I wouldn't want to automatically just leave him automatically.
Hmm.
I have to really, sit down and talk to him because, to see what's really going on, especially when you got kids and stuff. That's just, I just don't think that should be the breaker. I mean, for some people it is because they feel like, well, nope, that's it.
And you
But
know what? That really should be it, though. Because I ain't going to lie to you. Because I never broke up with nobody for cheating or didn't put them out for cheating. Because I'm not going to let you go have fun and do the thing that you want to do anyway. But see how that's my own selfish little thing.
But then it could be that maybe you need to reestablish your relationship, and maybe y'all need to have like, I don't know, go for an open relationship, or maybe y'all have some fun at a club. Go more
Men
out
don't
somewhere.
ever want to have a real open relationship with me. They want to have the open relationship. They don't want me to have the open relationship. They all start off with that and they think that it's fine, but they be really wanting the open part. But I
And
want
that's
you
the
to sit
thing.
your ass in
Some
the
people
house.
want their cake and eat it too. And
Yeah,
that's
they
another thing.
definitely like that.
So it depends on the people. Some people do, and they redefine what their relationship in, and then that gets it out of their system, and then later on they end up being, solid units together. But then some people, they can't do that. They want to have their cake and eat it too, and then some people, they just want to break up altogether. So it really depends on the people, because not everybody, especially with the society nowadays, people are more open minded. Not everybody's just like black and white about things, because people have their own urges or
You ain't never lied,
um
but I need
different.
contracts because if you break my contract, I'm out.
Yeah, I
Get
am getting a
somebody else to do
prenup.
it.
Prenup all the way.
I'ma love you, but if you do something that is breach a contract, we're gonna have to either go back to the table because you're gonna owe me for this, or I mean, because there's ways to do some things. But that last thing just taught me. That last relationship just taught me a whole fucking lot.
Right, right. And that's been the hardest one. The hardest
And my
ones
feelings was
always
hurt.
teach you so much
My-
about that person and about yourself. You see things that you never thought that you would be dealing with or putting up with.
you damn right.
When you're not in that relationship and you haven't experienced it, you be like, I ain't gonna go through that. Get out of here.
Period.
I'm gonna be this and that, and everything. But
Meanwhile, you want to really be in a relationship and be in love. See what I'm saying? You really want
you
that.
love make you do some crazy stuff.
It does.
But I still am gonna be, loving my guy. I still am gonna be investing in our relationship. I'm not gonna never change on that and everything. Just because I done had some bad
That's what I
situations,
want.
I don't think that you should change on that. And that's how I always been with everybody, which is probably why I end up emptying my cup a little bit too much at times.
I don't think
And
it's
it's
wrong though,
great.
especially if they're giving and you're giving. But it's when you're giving and they're taking is when it's the problem. But
Right,
who wouldn't want to be in a
right,
relationship with somebody that's loving on them, hugging on them, kissing on them? Like all the things
right.
are there. Like everything is you can communicate. You trust the person. But man,
Yeah, but
I'm
you also got
scared.
to
Look,
make
I'm
sure you
scared.
understand the love language that you have, because some men are just have an avoidant attachment style. Like
Yeah, I don't
they'll
want
love
it.
you, boosting them up with their ego and all that, but they're not the kind of people that do romance
See,
or
I've never been with them
and
type.
all that.
All mine are normally romantic. They do shit. You know what I'm saying? Or they say, here, take this money and go do whatever it is, set it up,
Mhm.
I'll be there at this time. Either way,
Yeah,
then I
I've
can have all
never.
the romance under the sun.
I've never had that. It was always me, the one that was doing that and
Well, I
stuff.
pray that you get that in your life because it's beautiful for a man to be romantic with you and to love on you and hug on you. I'm for real. Especially one
Yeah,
that can't keep their hands off of you and they just always grabbing on your ass. Like I like them.
yeah. I always wanted that and stuff, but the the person I attract was just like he's not like that,
Well, you
and I
gotta
had to
have
accept that.
boundaries now, and you gotta be like, it's a no.
Yes, yes. Trust me, I am having major boundaries this time because I respect myself way more than
And
just dealing
period.
with anything.
All right, well, we gonna wrap this thing up, and this was fun because I
Yeah,
actually like because for me for some reason I feel like dealing with this helps us heal on a different level.
yeah.
Because if
On
we
a
can talk
soul
about the
level.
messy shit and laugh, we can also focus on what we really like and what we didn't like, and kind of get through it, and come over the hump and the heal on the next one.
Yeah, and then on top of that, some people might not know that they've been through the same thing and might not don't feel so embarrassed about it.
And
You
period.
know. So I don't mind sharing my story. I get embarrassed about my story, but I feel like it's healing for me and maybe healing for somebody else too. So
And some of the shit is embarrassing, just so y'all know. But either way,
it
it's still
is.
somebody else
It
did
is.
it, and
But that's
somebody
how
else is
love
doing it.
is. You go through some embarrassing stuff, but
You
you
ain't never
learn
lied, cause I let
and you
somebody play
get
in my
up
face in all
and
the wrong
try it
ways.
again.
You damn right, cause I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna love again, same exact way. Look, play it in my face, but I'm gonna let somebody else play in my face too. Period. I might catch it a little bit faster, but still, like. Maybe he might change. I love him.
But at least next time we'll be stronger, wiser. We'll have better discernment and intuition. Red flags already go off because after a certain point, your spirit ain't gonna let somebody like that anyway. Otherwise, you're
And
gonna walk over
period.
them anyway. It's gonna walk. You're gonna walk over. Not trying to be funny, but it's like you've been there, done that. So
Yeah, like on and get.
Right.
I know, Papa Daddy. All right, y'all. This has been another episode of Love, Life, and Relationships, Ladies Night, talking about the messy shit. So we'll see y'all next Friday. You gonna be back Friday? You're definitely welcome to come back next Friday.
Yeah, I'll come back.
And anybody else that wants to tune in with us, just let us know. You click the link and come on in. I love y'all and thank y'all for being here and see y'all next time.
Bye. Love you guys.
Love you.
Bye.